when I think about, modern technology, current generations, everyone's online, public figures everywhere, podcasts and posts and whatever. Any future politician, leadership person who anyone wants to ever think about, you go click on them, you go grab their handles, scroll through all their history of everything they ever posted their entire lives. And isn't everyone just a weird, horrible person?
Yeah.
Um, I think there will be a cultural shift in one regard where we're going to get used to it and just be like, yeah, well, they're a kid, or well, okay, that was a year ago. Um, I don't know. Go back and scroll through all the podcasts we've ever done and clip out a little section that without context and frame us as whatever you want. Um,
Yeah.
we're cooked, but I mean, it's like the nature of modern presence. Do you exist? Well, then your history is doxed or whatever.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, the legacy media were the only people who would be watchdogs for that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
Like every Twitter personality comes along and tries to dock some like breaking new evidence emerges that Donald Trump is a fucking transvestite or whatever it is, right? And they selectively edit something and they try and but if you have like 10,000 people doing that, that's just noise, right? It's just like, oh yeah, yeah, whatever. I mean, like, who's gonna like follow every rabbit trail? They just don't do it. Just it's background noise, right?
Yeah, it is.
But if NBC is doing that, and then CBS is glomming on, and then ABC is glomming on, and then CNN is glomming on, and then Fox News is glomming on, then all of a sudden you got, oh, okay, this is a concentrated, centralized personal attack based on, things they said in the past. And then it becomes a lot harder to override that. But now all of those entities are becoming incredibly irrelevant, right? So I think just the ability to cancel people is going to kind of diminish, but I think the
Yeah.
the ability to rile a mob is going to increase. You see the difference? Like there used to be a way to do a concerted, concentrated effort to either prop somebody up or to destabilize somebody in the public sphere, like in politics or whatever. Modernly, I don't think you get that anymore. Like I don't think you're going to be able to marshal. Like just look how much they have to pay people to go and protest things, to get even a semblance of something that looks like it's a real protest. So they and the fact that they've been relying on paid agitators to go out and do this kind of stuff tells you a lot about like how diminished they are as a movement, right? So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens in the future. Maybe cancel culture will become just like a mob rule kind of thing, like
I
But
know. Yeah, there will always be people that thread together the rabbit holes or tell a story that just the documentary effect is like, well, no, I saw this hour-long thing that reinforced it 10 different ways. I mean, it's real. It's
right,
real.
yeah,
And I think
absolutely,
on the other hand, people generally are going to be like, uh, what is it? Sturgeon's law. It's like 90% of everything is bullshit. It's just fake news. It's bullshit, bullshit. Don't believe like anything. Don't trust, verify,
right.
because it's going to be noise everywhere. And culturally, I think, people are going to grow up in an environment where it's like, oh, you heard what? Like, okay, I heard a
Yeah,
lot too. I hear things all the time.
yeah.
So
Well, someone on Twitter or wherever said like we live in a post-truth world, right? And we
yeah,
really do. Like there is no ground truth, right? So it presents a lot of issues, but it also presents a lot of opportunities in some ways.
yesterday, where did I hear it? Obama tweeted something about how, oh, it's nice sounding speech where like everyone's opinions matter still. Like I'm pro free speech, but not everyone's basically, but truth matters. And it basically we need to have
Ground truth.
regulation on the truth. Like the truth is a singular thing that can be known and we can know it like when we want to know it, which is like now.
Right.
So trust the science. There is a truth, and there needs to be like effectively what he's saying is a government regulatory uh, Ministry of Information or
Right.
Truth. What
Yeah.
is it? The 1984 Ministry of Truth
Right.
is where I go with this. So
And
we
that
need a
can't go
Ministry of
wrong
Truth.
at all, by the way.
So
What's
what's
that?
that?
That can't go wrong at all.
Oh,
Like
impossible.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
no,
great. And
no,
the
Ministry of
more
Truth. We know the truth. There is a truth. It's not truth until it's blessed. And by the way, Yeah, 6 feet people.
Yeah.
So
What were you gonna say, Travis?
I was gonna say with AI, it's getting so good. Nothing's gonna be believable anymore. It's just gonna be don't trust anything you see or hear.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely, dude. Well, that's one of the sort of dual-edged swords with the AI thing is like you can also verify claims, right? But the problem is, in order to get the AI to give you reliable information, you have to know what to ask, and so that kind of boils down to like all information campaigns throughout history. It's like if you don't know the right questions to ask, you're always going to end up in some sort of confirmation bias, right? Because you can frame one thing to the robot. Like right now, if you go ask the robot, I don't know, like the history of money, like please explain the origins of money. The robot will parrot the barter myth, right? Well, a long time ago, people used to trade things and blah 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 blah. And so because barter was too inefficient, but if you challenge and you go, well, hey, I've seen plenty of research that suggests that's a myth, and it'll go through and scan all the research and go, oh, actually, you're right. Yeah, that is kind of a myth, but it's kind of a heuristic that they use to teach economics. I go, then why did you tell me that the origin of money was this when it's not true? It goes, well, because it depends on the depth. We try and provide an answer that's going to match the tone and the ability of the user receiving the information. So we don't want to like overwhelm them, but we also, and I said, well, don't you think it would make some sense if you, the robot, would say, hey, well, some people think the origins of money are XYZ. Other people say that's a myth. So here's some other ideas that you might want to think about, right? Aha! I don't know. So
he
you,
is alive.
I
you
moved.
get that
I
as
moved
like,
a little bit. So I'm
so
here.
the AI provides a buffer towards that misinformation, even from other AIs. But if you don't know the right things to ask, then you can end up like supercharging confirmation bias, or you can supercharge like verification processes, right? So it's a weird kind of time we're moving into. I like
Thinking
this
of
look, dude. This is kind of dope, man. Like you should have put the mask on while you're at it.
yeah,
I'm in a construction zone. It's kind of cold.
Come
It's
on,
the
Guy
best I can
Fox,
do.
man. Get that Guy Fox mask on.
yeah.
I wanted the Guy Fawkes sort of like Three Musketeer style thing.
Yeah,
But
get
my
yourself-
wife, I like slowly shaved. I kept the beard, and I slowly shaved it down
yeah.
and didn't and made it and kind of forced it. Did the curl, and my wife shut that down so fast. Oh,
Did
I
you
thought
really?
about growing a
she
mustache, and
shut
my
it
wife
down,
was like,
dude.
"No."
When she saw the curling, she's just
Yeah.
like, "You're done. You're
I've
done,
got
son."
slightly curly. Yeah, when it gets long, it kind of gets curly and wave. I got flingers, and it's like, eh. Travis, you recognize this mug?
I do. I saw it. Yeah, it's
You
pretty
gave
cool.
that to me like 2 years, 3 years ago.
Hell yeah, it's been that long.
What are you
Um,
constricting, dude? Are you in like some
I'm in my
undisclosed
hotel,
location? Oh,
in my penthouse that we're building.
boring. I'm actually in Somalia right now. We're setting up
I
in
move to
Bitcoin
Somalia.
Georgia
drone.
in a couple weeks, though. It's
Oh,
official.
nice, nice. Oh, very cool, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about some more of that stuff offline. But
Yeah, awesome stuff. Tying it back briefly to the white paper and Satoshi, thinking about doxing and people's online profile.
Yeah.
Thank you, Satoshi, for remaining so operationally secure and anonymous, doing all the work you did pseudonymously, and then walking
Or she.
away. People can't say, "Oh, well, see, that guy, he's saying this stuff now. Oh, well, he did that. He did that. He says this. He posts this." Or whatever. He's a weirdo, blah, blah, blah. And basically he freed Bitcoin from the personality.
yeah,
So,
yeah, good for him.
And there's
It's
discipline, not selling, not moving.
and not selling.
yeah, yeah. That's kind of the crazy thing. I mean, I posted a thing on Twitter that said, like, that guy with the crazy hair that was Satoshi Nakamoto. And he's like, I'm not Satoshi. Like, leave me alone. You're like, he's a meme, right? But I posted
Dorian.
a thing is like, wouldn't that be funny if like on his deathbed he's like, actually I am. Meme, like this whole time, like you were just using your own name.
Yeah.
I
And
think
they're not married, or the spouse, isn't
he's
aware
in the
as
dark.
well.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, who knows, dude? It's kind of crazy thing. Like, I don't know. There's some, people say Zabo. I'm kind of like, I don't know about that. I kind of lean towards Adam Back as being kind of the dude, but like I think that's what who is that crazy guy from McAfee? Like I think McAfee kind of alluded to Adam Back being the guy, but
John McAfee's got all the personality for it. But
well,
know,
he said in an interview, he's like, it's pretty obvious if you just pay attention. Like, there's one guy that's British, then Satoshi used little British things, and there's one guy that types this way, and all you got to do is just put those numbers together. It's not fucking rocket science, but he didn't say who it was. But I go, okay, well, who's the British guy amongst the OGs? Oh, Back. Right, so it's like, I don't know.
his use of British English is so inconsistent and
Right.
large. It's sort of like he was either familiar with that interaction communication with British, or he was trying
British.
to fake it a little bit.
Right.
Or there's a couple of them.
Or there's more than one. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
who knows, dude? But it's like just to have that foresight is pretty remarkable. Like you have to be a super paranoid MFer to kind of get into that world and be like, all right, I'm gonna do this in this way, and I'm gonna be super secretive about it. Like that, like you've been thinking through like third, fourth, and fifth order effects at that point, right? Like you're not just like some guys like, I'm gonna put some code out and see what happens. You know.
He registered the domain name bitcoin.org in eCash, I think, and all of it was anonymous. He did use, when he registered that, he used a birthday, which is unique and coincidental, but
yeah,
who knows?
yeah. Well, the world may never know. I don't know, man. But
well, there's a certain point where any kind of evidence that might have existed is probably long gone. You know.
oh wow.
Like if he's talking on Bitcoin talk forums, you know, they probably don't retain the data like device and IP stuff on their users, you know, for 10 plus years. I'd be shocked. So there's a certain point where stuff isn't retained because, you know, you have to think about everything that he touched online could be potentially used to identify him.
Right.
But if you try to investigate it right now, it's like, good luck.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna subpoena for records from over 10 years ago. Like
zero chance. Yeah. Not going to happen. So yeah, pretty clever dude or dude.
The ultimate Halloween costume. He cannot be seen, cannot be found, free forever.
Yeah, the Invisible Man, dude.
Did you guys go trick-or-treating yesterday?
No.
Oh, I did.
You got kids, dude. Like,
yeah,
me going trick-or-treating is a problem, dude. That's like,
it's a red flag.
Yeah, that's all kinds of red flags.
Violation of his parole.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, and we
trick or treat.
It's,
oh, what are you supposed to be? The creep. You know.
I love kids.
Yeah.
I keep an eye out for that. We have to send letters out to people we supervise to make sure of things.
Yeah. Like, don't answer the door, jackass. Keep your lights off. Like, we know what you're all about. No.
I know it's like a buffet, but stay in your car.
Well, it's more like Uber Eats, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to go anywhere. People are knocking at your door.
Yeah, so you don't get to play that game. No pumpkins in the front yard, buddy. No Halloween decorations.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays, grown-up kids who were kids 20 years ago are now way into it big time now. Oh, yeah. I got a trick-or-treater here right now.
Well, for those adults, you need to go throw a party with a keg in the middle of it, and that's where you celebrate your little Halloween thing, right? Don't be out trick-or-treating like a G-bag. Like, it's so ridiculous, dude.
I was just talking to Robin about it before the podcast. Like, is Halloween this big in Europe? Or, I mean, he's like, not so much. I mean, it's not that we don't celebrate it, but I mean, kids do trick or treat. But I like yesterday, and in America, I mean, it's becoming this big, fun adult thing where, I mean, boy, the haunted houses, the events, the adult things, adults going, they plan for it all year, and they're super duped up. And I mean, fun and funny and creative. There's a real outlet there. Now, I hate to be all black pilly about it and stuff. Things like Christmas, even Halloween, the bucket of processed stuff that the kids come home with and all that. And in my head, as I go around, it's like, okay, I'm not some, cynical, boring person.
Yes, you are.
Okay, maybe I am a little bit. The kids are having fun and all this stuff. Yeah. But what I being a toxic maxi Bitcoin orange pilled guy, I look around and I see Fiat, 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 and all the sort of like. Now I love creativity, the costumes, the fun. Cool,
Yeah.
whatever. People are getting out, and there's church community stuff going on. There's things. And I also see the Fiat, and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
and it's not like, both my kids that participated came home each with a giant bucket full of stuff that I'm like going through, going, we just got to throw this out.
Toxic, toxic, toxic. Yeah, like you got to be the house that's handing out carrots, right? Here's a pack of carrots.
Pick
It's
only one
nature's
Brussels
candy.
sprout, kids. I got a plate of Brussels sprouts.
Yeah,
There.
this is good for you. Like what?
This
You
is
get
good
egg.
for you.
Did you go out, Travis?
I just went out and got some prime rib. I'm still kind of disabled from my knee surgery.
Oh,
So a couple of the kids out of the 4 went out trick-or-treating with family. But
nice, nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have fond memories of walking around my little cheap Walmart fucking costume or whatever, and like having, like where the sweat's building up because you got that plastic mask. And it's sort of like gross and whatever. But I don't know. Like my one experience with Halloween, like I had a girlfriend. I guess it was in the 2000s, in the aughts, and she's like, "Let's go to the Halloween parade down in West Hollywood, right? Like they closed down Sunset Boulevard for about 2 miles in each direction." Like right in the heart of the Sunset Strip. And you can just walk on Sunset Boulevard for days. And there's just thousands of people show up and, in all kinds of crazy costumes and whatnot. And I was like, absolutely not. GFY, like, I'm not 12. I'm not doing that. That's retarded, blah, 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 blah. And she got all bent out of shape and like, come on, you're so dull. You're so, like, what did you call yourself, Fritz?
Like
You
a
know,
black-pilled cynic or
yeah, black
boring,
cynic.
boring cynic guy.
So she finally wore me down. I was like, all right, fine. But if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna make like an awesome costume. I'm not gonna go down there with like a, like a Halloween outlet, plastic thing where I got like a pirate sword or something, right? So I landed on like I want to do like a 17th century aristocrat, right? Like with the little, and the fucking wig and the, the cane and all this kind of shit. And so we went like all out on this, like just this crazy, like it was basically like a movie set version of a costume that we kind of cobbled together. And then I stepped out of the car, and all of a sudden people were just like, "Oh my God, that's so amazing. Can I take your picture of this and that?" I had the best time of probably any Halloween experience I've ever had just by walking around on Sunset Boulevard and like I was throwing pennies at people, like, just tossing coppers. And she had this like big, huge ball gown with the little like hoop thing, and her hair was all done up. I mean, people like we had our picture taken more that night than I've ever had my picture taken in my life, like including all my baby pictures. Like hundreds of people were just coming up, going, "Oh my God, that is the best, amazing!" And I don't know, like it was just we kind of wandered around, and then her friends met us on Sunset, and they were throwing a party somewhere, and like, yeah, it was just like so much fun.
It's
Like
fun. Yeah.
I kind of like sort of transformed me. I was like, all right, well, maybe I'm not such a curmudgeon. I still haven't done it since, right? Like it was just like one time thing. It's sort of like, and when I don't have a girlfriend, it's like I just gotta do things fun. I was like, ugh, But I'm like that no matter what. Every girlfriend I've ever had, like, let's go to this, let's go to brunch, let's go to this, I want to go to the tea party room in the moon. It's like,
Classic.
yeah, just
Yeah.
constant like we have to always be doing something other than the things you want to do. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, but do we really have to? Like, oh my God, and they get all bent out of shape, and it's like,
Story
all
of
right,
my life is like I've got 100 things I'm working on,
right,
but we got another like restless obligation to do for fun.
right, yeah,
Call
fun,
me boring.
yeah. Well, like I remember, like Norcor put on the I said the word. Cut that out, Fritz.
I don't. We're live. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we're live. But
What
anyway,
is that anyway? Who knows what that is?
yeah, nobody knows what that is. But I remember they were throwing some family thing, and I was just like, oh, God. And I could just see all the parents sitting around, just like, their kids are just running around being lunatics. I'm just like, it's so much fun. Isn't this fun? It's like, no, it's not. It's absolute misery for everybody except the wives that are all like tucked in the corner gossiping or whatever they're doing. And meanwhile, the husbands are all literally just at the table, just like, I wish I had a beer right now.
Well, yeah. Well, I think that's where I met you, was like a Christmas get together. Well, and it was a business get together thing, but for Christmas. But when it comes to Christmas too, I think a lot of the same things where, you know, all the fanfare, you can get into it fetish wise. The holiday fetish, people get into the Hallmark stuff too. And it's just like, do we need more reasons to do more of this, whatever? But, I mean, having supervised creeps for years, and I'm not saying that, you know, this is, let me just categorize that, contextualize that. There's an incorrigible minority of people for which we don't have the science to fix and who are broken and predatory. There's a lot of good people out there that move forward and do fine. Now, for those who don't, when I see people who like to be the Santa, or I mean, so the kids like Santa, and we're training and grooming the kids to trust some anonymous, weird, magical fairy man
with a beard.
And speaking of kids, but anyway, so she's been blowing bubbles here. So anyway, we go to see Santa, and you know, kids naturally, initially, you know, my daughter here, first 2-3 years of Santa, it's like there's this instinct of like, I'm scared of you. You know, like, why do I have to sit on this guy's lap or be hugged? And then we train them to get over that. So now she looks forward to it. Santa, I'm gonna sit on your lap.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's got like, yes, kids. Now it's not that you should be afraid of strangers, but also
be very afraid of strangers.
Maybe it's okay to have boundaries with people. So
yeah,
there's mom.
Well, I don't know, dude. I mean, you know, at the Beverly Hills Mall, like the Beverly Center down in Beverly Hills, every year they do Hot Santa, and so this guy is like some yoked out model dude with like 6-pack abs, and he comes walking, he sashays down the stairs, and he's doing a little like whatever dance he's doing, and there's like all these like super hot dancer elves that are
Chippendale.
like no, they're like the female elves that are doing like
female.
Yeah. So there's something for everybody kind of thing.
Right?
Okay. But they line up like the main like escalators. They shut down the escalators and they come down and do this big dance routine. And they're every year, if you should look this up because they line up around. It's the largest mall in like the western part of the United States or something like that. I mean, it's enormous. And there is a line of women that goes all the way around the building. Like they'll stand in line for hours just to go sit on Hot Santa's lap, dude. It's insane. So if you talk about like grooming people to do something, right? Like, I get what you're saying with the little kids. Like, you know, yeah, that's sort of a toxic. I don't know. I mean,
it's adults turning kid stuff into fetish, which if it's just for adults in adult settings, I don't care.
Yeah.
But like when you're in the mall and there's kids there, it's like, hey, we're gonna have a tranny read you the Hungry Caterpillar. Thank you for watching this video. This is just a short clip from our full episode. So if you'd like to enjoy more entertaining wisdom found in our podcasts in their full context, just click a link in the corner. We are always sharing our big ideas on Bitcoin Liberty Live.